Alright folks, so it is our favorite day of the week, Meal Prep Monday. Now, what we are fixing today is another one of my staples. It's one of the things that I find myself fixing a batch of all of the time. Deviled eggs. So, what I like about deviled eggs, they're tasty. You can do a lot of them at once. And they have good fat, and eggs are a great source of protein. So one thing you'll find in a lot of my, the things that I eat or whatnot, is that I eat a lot of eggs. I incorporate eggs into my diet every day for a couple of reasons. One, is cheap. You can get a dozen eggs for like 60, 70 cents, around a buck, at most. And you can get a lot of good protein. Eggs is one of the few food items there is that has, if I remember correctly, complete proteins, like complete source of all of the different types of proteins. We can get into science. Don't get me there right now. Anyway, but they're cheap. They're a good source of protein and a good source of healthy fats. So I'm going to take you through that and roll. Now here are our ingredients. It's very simple. I got a dozen eggs. I got some dry ranch seasoning mix, got some paprika, some salt, sea salt in this case, some black pepper, some no sugar added sweet relish. Now, I've only been able to find this at Kroger. If you have like Fred Meyer or any Kroger branded store, that's the only place I've been able to find it. Or if you look out somewhere else, no sugar added sweet relish. Some yellow mustard, and some mayo. I want to apologize in advance. There's a lot of stuff going on in my kitchen today. I'm cooking food, a non-keto meal for about 50 other people at church. So there's a lot of stuff going on in my kitchen. I got my eggs in water in a pot, and I'm bringing them to a boil. Now, I'm going to show you a foolproof way to get your eggs hard boiled. Okay? Put them in your water. You bring the water to a boil. Once the water comes to a boil, you turn it off and let them sit in that hot water for 10 minutes. Alright, so first step, put them in hot water, let it come to a boil. Alright, our egg can, we're at a boil. Gonna cut that off and let that go for 10 minutes. Alright, what we're going to do now is pour the hot water off of these eggs so they'll stop cooking, and run cold water over them to stop the cooking process. Alright, so a little thing called life happened, and it's now about 12 hours later, 10 o'clock at night. And I gotta finish up these deviled eggs. So I'm cracking open my eggs. Alright, next we're going to slice these lengthwise and put the yolks in this bowl so that we can mix up our filling using it. Okay, so we have all of our egg yolk in this little bowl. We're going to mash up our egg yolk. The trick with deviled eggs, you don't want your filling too runny. If you have that really liquidy, runny filling, you're just going to make a mess trying to eat them and whatnot. So you'll see what I'm talking about as I add my other ingredients in here. But we want it to stay kind of a somewhat dry consistency. We're going to season this with some black pepper generously, some sea salt, I'm going to add in a little garlic powder, just because sometimes I like to get a little adventurous with the seasonings, and some paprika. I'm going to save this because you can't have deviled eggs without a little paprika dusting on the end of it. And I'm going to use about a tablespoon, if I can open this son of a gun, of ranch dressing, seasoning, the dry seasoning and dressing mix. Okay, that's my dry stuff. This is 11 eggs. It was a dozen, and one of them was no good. I'm going to start off with 2 tablespoons, 2 heaping tablespoons of mayo, and that should get it. 2 tablespoons of mayo. We're going to add about 2 tablespoons of my sugar, no sugar added sweet relish, and I'm getting it out with a fork. If I was anal, and I've done this many a times, I would drain this in the colander, because you don't want, like I say, you don't want it to be too runny. So, and I do this with potato salad too, when I was eating potato salad. You don't want it too runny. So try to drain off the juices. So I'm using a fork so I can dig it up and get rid of the juices. And last but not least, we're going to add in some mustard. About a tablespoon, a little bit more of that. Mix this all well. And there we have it. That is what our filling looks like. And so now, and I don't need any more of the sweet relish, don't need any more of the mayo. Perfect. Now comes the fun part, assembling our deviled eggs. So I'll start off with this set. Get a spoonful of the filling, put it in the opening of the egg. And there we have it. And that is our finished product. Another keto staple, deviled eggs. Alright folks, Also, if you like the content, give the video a thumbs up. Feel free to comment down below. Let's have some conversations. If you want to keep up with my journey and keep up with what I'm doing, subscribe, share the video with some friends. My social media links will be down here somewhere. Right there. Somewhere you'll see my social media links. Engage me on social media. And other than that, let's keep it simple. Eat, lift, profit. All right.